Hello, this is Mutua and this is Grace Impact. I want to speak about corporate vision. Now, in Exodus 25 and verse 40, when God instructed Moses to build the tabernacle according to the pattern shown to him on the mountain. Now, this tabernacle is not about Moses' personal business. It is not about Moses building a family name. It is not about Moses building a family empire, a business empire for his family. You know, even after Moses died, he left the tabernacle. And this was something that was benefiting the nation of Israel and the entire community. Now, this tabernacle would later become the place where God would manifest his power and even his presence. It is the point where God gave instructions to Moses. Moses used to meet God in this tabernacle for instructions, and the security and the well-being that is spiritual and social and even financial well-being of these people was determined by this particular structure called the tabernacle. And their safety, even from their enemies, their security was determined by this particular structure that God, strictly instructed Moses to build according to the pattern. And so when God calls a man and gives him a picture or a vision or a purpose, it is not about that individual. So what God does, he enjoins men and women to help and to work along that particular person. And as you work along that particular man of God that God has raised or called, maybe an apostle, you are not doing it for himself. You are not helping him as a person. Whatever structure you are building, it is for the benefit of the larger community or bigger community, because this tabernacle became the touching point of the divine interaction with men or the nation of Israel, and their safety, their prosperity, and everything that they enjoyed was as a result of the presence of God abiding in this particular tabernacle. Even receiving promotion and benefits from God. And later in the book of Haggai, when they forsook this particular structure or connecting their commercial activity with the tabernacle, God came down and rebuked them. He glad himself as the Lord of hosts. He clad himself with the military equipment, and he wanted to fight them because he came as the Lord, the God of war, because these people had neglected, they had disconnected worship and commerce. They were no longer considering the issues of the tabernacle or the issues of his temple. Now, what we are saying here is that anytime God calls a man and he surrounds him or he rallies men with skills and different capabilities to stand alongside that particular person to ensure that this vision gets fulfilled or complete. And so God put men with wisdom to help Moses build this tabernacle. And later we see even priesthood, men were called into the priesthood to make sure that the operation of this temple or the tabernacle was fully operationalized. Now, what we are saying is that about this corporate vision, that even if God has called you to enjoin yourself with someone that God has called with a particular purpose and vision, it's not about that particular individual. Whatever this individual is building, it is for the benefit of the entire community. It is not about him, it's not about you, it's not a personal business. It is something that when you build according to the pattern shown on the mountain, it will create an environment where God will manifest himself. And the benefits will be fun and large. They will benefit the people there. The benefits will go to the community at large, and it will not be an individual thing. Same case with this tabernacle of Moses. It provided a place where God would manifest himself, and as a result of God's presence in the tabernacle, the people out there, as they engaged in their commercial activities, some of them were farmers, some of them were doing all manner of commercial activities, God will bless their labor. And then they will get resources to help in the sacrifices in the tabernacle. They'll provide the animals and the grains and those other resources and the gold that was needed to sustain the operation of the tabernacle. And this means that God will bless them. And so when this man is called of God and given a vision, he is building a structure. He's building this ministry or a system that God has commanded him to build according to the pattern shown on the mountain. And this environment will provide a safe zone or a structure in which the presence of God will manifest, and it will go out there. The ripples effect will be the community good, the community well-being. So it is not about individual prosperity. It's not about individual blessings. This is not a family empire that someone is building, but he's building something that will be beneficial to the entire community, that will be beneficial to the generations to come, an environment where God will manifest his glory and even cause us to prosper as we enjoin ourselves with this particular vision. And that's why God gave wisdom to men to come and help and stand alongside Moses to help him build this particular tabernacle.